interviewing one of my graduate. She's Alvina and she's from Pakistan. She started her journey about a year ago, I would say, right, Alvina? About a year ago?
Yeah, yeah,
Yes,
about a
I
year ago. Yeah.
remember. I remember the day she was
Last
going
Eid.
on a journey. Exactly. She was going on a journey on a car, and her son was non-stop crying for 10 hours. And I was holding my breath along with her. So today she's gonna share. Today she's gonna share her journey. What made her realize that she could join Autism Success Academy? How was her journey throughout the time that she was with ours? And then also she's gonna share the highlights. I don't know where this is coming from. I'm fasting today, by the way. So she's gonna share the highlights of her journey, the wins, the things that she has to say. So without further ado, let's start. And I always say that, you know, doing an interview of my student is a treat for me and my followers and anybody who watches us, either in Instagram or in Facebook or in YouTube. So yeah, let's join and please welcome Alvina. And thank you so much, Alvina.
Thank
Start
you.
with thank you so much for doing it, because we do know a lot of the time we feel shy and we feel like, showing ourselves in public in an open space, specifically talking about autism, is a taboo topic. Autism itself is a taboo topic. People don't want to talk about it, but it's been really courageous of you. So me and my coaches and our students and everybody in the team, we are very, very honored and grateful for you.
Thank you
So
so much.
yeah,
Thank you.
Alhamdulillah.
I'm also an
So
introvert person, so it's really difficult for me to talk about the
mhm.
things like, this is a very sensitive topic, and definitely but I, I feel like I should talk on this.
Yes, you
Yeah.
should. You should. Because that way me and you, we both can share the reality and bring light to the end of so many other parents' tunnels that they are in, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's
Yeah.
start with what was your life like before joining the program?
So, my son was born with a medical condition, hypothyroid, and he was missing most of his milestones. So initially, when I talked to the pediatric doctors and all, so they were saying that, okay, your child is not talking, even he is 2 years old, then you can give it like a time of 3 years. After 3 years, the cycle will be complete and he will be able to talk. And I was so dumb. I believed them. So I was like, okay, if they are talking like this, they are saying they are giving me hopes, then definitely this is going to happen. But what happened was, I feel like he is not like a normal child. He is playing with his car. He will not play it like this. He will just circulate it, play with the wheels, tires, and just rotate all the things which he can. He has obsession for fans, but alhamdulillah, things are getting into a much better shape, you can say. So let me tell you about my child a little bit more. That we have
Yeah.
been living in Saudi since he was born. So it was a very isolated environment, you can say, because due to the cultural differences, language barriers, we were unable to find similar people like us and live a very what do you call it, like a life with lots of people in it. The social life or
Yeah.
social life is not that good. So initially I thought, okay, things will get better with the passage of time. He's so young, he's so young, he's so young. But I was blaming his hypothyroid for all of the, these things. But then there was a day I got his diagnosis of autism when he was 8 months old, and clinical psychologist, she said that he is having the sign of mild autism. And I was like, just shut up. This is not happening. So
Yeah.
I went to Islamabad, like it's a capital city. I am living in a very, it's a rural area. It's a village kind of area where I'm living. So I just asked my husband to go and visit a very good a clinical psychologist just to get him evaluated. And she said that he has autism. By the way, at the age of 6 months, he has started talking. He had the vocabulary since like when he turned one till that day he was having lots of words, and he could literally talk with, like, the voices, the babbling and all. So when I got the diagnosis, and he has excellent eye contact, which is missing in most of the autistic children. So I was like, she's just after the money. She was asking us to deposit some money and uh, take my son to her clinic and all. So after that, I went back to Saudi with the thing in mind that she was lying. I was in denial. Most of us, I think they all do
Are
the
in
same.
denial. Yeah, me
Yeah,
too. two
yeah.
years denial.
So he grew up, and I was seeing lots of problems. He was a very calm and he was a very good boy. Till one day, I visited Masjid Nabi in Medina, and my son wanted to play in the courtyard, and I just wanted him to go back to the car so that we can move back to the hotel and we leave for Riyadh. So what happened was, like, he started crying at that particular time, and I was literally dragging him to the car, and everybody around us, and there was adhan going on, isha prayers were about to happen, and people were gathering up, and we were so unlucky parents at that time that we were unable to offer prayers in Masjid Nabwi because our son was not letting us. So I cried that day a lot, like a lot. So I went back to Riyadh, and I asked my husband, I want to start the therapies. So in December, he has his birthday, and in January, we started taking the therapies when he turned 4. So therapies were excellent at first. I started with the ABA and the occupational therapy. So I'm a well educated person, but I was unaware of these therapies because maybe that was not my field. So when I started taking the therapies, my child had a major shift. Like, he was very obedient, he was very calm. So after 3 or 4 months, we again visited Medina, and my child was very calm, and I was very happy. And we were praying for the therapist. Okay, thank you so much. You did a lot, and this and that. But then there is always, when we have some peace of mind, something bad happens. So
Not
something bad
really. Like
happened.
a test comes in.
Yeah. So the ABA therapist, she was a non-Muslim lady, so she was just teaching the things to him and all. So I, out of courtesy, maybe, I don't know, because I don't know how to say no. Sometimes when I've missed a session, for example, today we have a session, and for some reason I just want to go out with my husband and do groceries and all. She says, okay, if you want to miss this session, you have to take it when you come back. So that pressure of taking the missed therapies, okay, it's 1 hour session, you miss 20 minutes, you have to take these 20 minutes some other time of the day. So that pressure was building up in my mind as well. So what happened was, there was a day that my child couldn't speak at that time. Okay, like, you can say very small words, but I have a video of him and I will send you in person. He says, "Mama, no Elma. No, auntie. No, Elma, please." He was literally begging me. And he was the Elma is the EB therapist. So I was
Okay.
like, okay, um, okay. So I just sent this video to Elma, and she said, okay, no matter what, he is not. You have to make him sit. There was some days that my child is was very sick, and I asked her, okay, we will do the therapy and this session and all, but can we just take the session in bed? Like, I will place a, the small table, bed table on the bed, and we can have the matching and sorting and whatever they they were doing at that time. And she was like, no, you have to make him sit on the chair with the table in front, because if you don't make him do that, he will not be able to sit in the school class. So my child started blinking his eyes like this at that time. So
Yeah.
maybe, and she said, this is escapism, because they always label things with escapism, that this is escapism, he doesn't want to do this. And I was like, okay. So with the passage of time, maybe that pressure that the AB therapist built into my mind, I was like, just go to hell. Not continuing. So I stopped those therapies. Then I went for the speech therapy because my child was unable to speak at that time, and speech therapy was good. He learned lots of things, but sentence formation was still not there. And the OT was like my husband always says, yeah, chalange marwa rahe hain. What are they doing? What are they trying to do?
Yeah.
There is no sense. Why my child is jumping on the ball? Why? Like, just tell me. Because my husband is, he's a very logical person. क्यों छलांगे मरवा रही हो क्या है what's going on, like I don't know that what he is gaining from this the चावल के दाने चुन के इस बाउल से इस बाउल में रखो, what they are trying to prove from this. So
Okay,
yeah,
so I
that's
have
what
a
happened
question
then.
for you. What made you say yes to our program? Because ATS-6MD is an expensive program. So what
Yeah.
made you realize that you still want to invest and join ATS-6MD?
There was a day when it was like 11 p.m. or 11:20 p.m. My husband was, he was on in the bed and he was trying to sleep, and he was like, what are you doing on your mobile? I was sitting outside, and he was like, just come back. And I just went to him, and I was like, my eyes was filled with tears, and I was like, I want to sell my jewelry. I just want to sell whatever we have. I just want to give it a try because, see, two things clicked me. One, that my child doesn't have enough neurons support to transfer the message from his brain to his organs, is to his limbs and all. So he is, and he has lots of brain fog because of that. So this is the reason he's behaving like this. This is not because of he's just trying to tease me and all. And the other thing which mm, clicked me was that this time is important. Like me myself is important, and I have to give myself a chance because this particular year of my age will not come back to me. For example, if I'm 20, I will be never 20 again. I will be
Yeah.
21, 22. Yeah. So the time is important. So is my mindset. So is my life and all. So I just wanted to give it a try, and not to mention that my husband was not willing. Most of them are not. Men are like
Yeah.
very logical, so he
Yep.
didn't want to join. So he just asked me, okay, these were the particular words. Okay, go for the summer school. If there is 1% difference in my child, if I observe 1% difference in my child, I will sign up for the full program. And I was like, okay. So
And by
we
the way,
started
we now
giving
have
him the,
ATS foundations instead of summer school. So yeah,
yeah,
anybody who wants to try, I mean, just follow your steps. Like, before I go for the 6MD and go all in, let me try a smaller one. So that will be our ATS foundations instead of the summer school. Go on.
yeah. So yeah, so I joined that, and I started giving him the core five products and detox products and all. And by the way, I have a confession to make that I didn't go completely grain free because my child was unable to stop that chocolate milk. I told you that, and you told me, okay, just dilute it with some water and make it that uh, disgusting that he will stop. And I tried that and all, but it didn't work. So for the rest of the day, I'm grain free, gluten free. But at the end of the day, there is one pack of milk. And by the way, let me just tell you that we always buy a big carton of it, like that contained 24 or 36 I think packs, and it just went out in 3 or 4 days. Like he was consuming so much of that particular milk. So but when I started this protocol, And initially, um, I was observing difference like in 2 or 3 months, but still I was very hesitant.
Did the summer school, which is now ATS Foundations, and then you started seeing results. And what was the turning point when you decided that you want to join? You want to go full all
Yes.
in?
So I spent, I guess it was a 3 month program, summer school, right? So I
Yes.
just followed through first month. Then I started seeing that my child is accepting different foods other than McDonald's and those French fries and all the junk. He's accepting different things. By the way, my son loves roti, and he was eating lots of rotis and gravies and all at that time. But he was also having that. We have sweet tooth, and he has that McDonald's tooth. He always want to have something from it. So when I see that, okay, he can try different things. There was a time when I give him fruits, he loves to eat fruits. But at that time when I started this protocol, he forgot how to chew. So this is one thing, and there is one another thing I want to mention. But that happened in the heal and seal protocol. That maybe somebody will resonate with me. But my child was unable to eat by himself. I took 3 years of therapies. No, sorry, not three, 2 years of therapies. And from day one, I was telling my OT therapist, okay, I want him to eat by himself. I want him to dress by himself. So dressing is still not achieved, but for the 2 years, he was unable to hold the spoon because he couldn't get the idea of how can I can hold the spoon and put it in my mouth. So I have to keep reminding him, cow, 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 then he will eat it and finish it. But when I started the stages, my son started eating by himself. Still, he sometimes reluctantly doesn't want to eat by himself, but most of the time when he's hungry, he just grab his phone and he eats along with it,
That's
which is good.
mashallah. Okay. Let's start with your experience during the program. Okay. So my first question in that would be, how was your overall experience of the program, ATS, 6MD?
I got overwhelmed with the amount of information I get from this program, honestly. And I was like, "Kaise hoga? I can't do it. I can't do it." So I was like, I was escaping and I was finding different ways. But overall experience is very good. Um, I have seen lots of different changes in him. Sometimes I feel like, okay, so let me just give you a very small example. The day before yesterday, I tell you before that my son has obsession with the fans. So there was a fan that was not working properly in our house. So uh, my family, they just gave that fan to Shazin that you just play with it. So what he did was he went to the kitchen, opened up the fridge, take out the soup and that bottle, and he gave me to heat it up. So I heat that up. I was thinking it was for him, but he just took that. Uh, he just go to the room and he says, "Surprise!" And then he just take that bowl in front of him, and he was feeding with the spoon to that the fan. So fan was literally having that soup, and I was like, oh my God, I have spent 3 days on this, and he is just ruining it.
That's what they call imaginary play, which is
Yeah,
also one of the reason why kids get diagnosed if they cannot do imaginary plays.
yeah. So that fan is his friend, but obsession has reduced. Like there is a point that he has stopped rotating. I can tell you one thing, that if I have a square thing or if I have a hexagonal thing, he was still able to make fan out of it. He was so
Oh, wow.
creative with this. So, but I didn't want him because TV he's spinning, remote he's spinning, car he's spinning, anything he's in his hand he's spinning. I wanted it to stop actually because it's so embarrassing, socially awkward behavior, na?
Socially
So
awkward, exactly.
yeah, so but it stopped, Alhamdulillah, with this protocol.
Alhamdulillah. Okay, so you mentioned that you were overwhelmed with the information. which I do understand because we do have such a big library and it is hard time to go through it. What helped you get out of that overwhelm into the following the protocol and not being overwhelmed?
I opted for the smart strategies. First, I just go through the featured section. And then for example, if I want to start the heal and seal stage, I just write heal and seal stage one in the search bar, and all the experiences they just came in front of me. I skim, scan. Then I just realize, okay, this is the enough information for me, and these are the hardships which I'm going to face. Seriously, I just search for the hard things which I'm going to face before starting anything. So when I started Heal and Seal, by the way, you know that I have started Heal and Seal thrice.
Yeah. I don't know
When
the
I was
three
in
part, but
Saudi,
I do that you have tried one time and then you
multiple
tried
times.
again. Mm.
Yeah. So yeah. So I just then after that, when I get access to my portal, I use the same strategy over there. So I didn't go one by one. I just, when I'm facing any problem, I just search that and related information just pop out. So I just, so most of the things, uh, by the way, I'm a lazy person. So most of the time when I get the information, download it, read it, I forgot, I forgot to press the submitted, completed button at the end. So most of it, it's still like it's not done, but it is done by me because I have
Okay.
been recording all the things.
I know you are. Listen, how do I know you are going through the course portal and you are following what it needs to be followed by how much wins you get by how you ask me questions. Because if I can really understand the mindset and the emotional state of a mother just by seeing the question that pops up. Okay, so I know that you are going through it, don't worry. So, my second question about the program is: did you feel supported throughout the process by
Yeah,
our team, by the coaches, and everything?
yeah, yeah. Whenever
Okay.
I post a question, I always get an answer. And by the way, I initially I started asking the question, but then I stopped because everything which I am going to ask to you or to the other coaches, it's already written in the Facebook group. So I just search it for the recipes and all.
Exactly. That group in itself is like, how to say, it's my gold mine. We have had
Yeah.
so much information put on in, and so many different kinds of varieties of races we have worked with, genders we have worked with, different countries we have worked with. Right. So yeah, that's
By the way,
something that I.
I just want to add that things have been
Mhm,
evolved. Like these are not the same because you have started, I think, 4 or 5 years ago, and
mhm,
I can literally see the post from the day one when you
mhm.
created that group, and things have changed. Like they are evolved in a good way, you can say.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Obviously, I try my
Because
me and my.
I I think that we all of us we learn from the experiences. For example, a certain food which is allowed and it's not suiting somebody's child, you get an idea, okay, 9 out of 10 mothers are complaining about this food, then maybe we can move it to the later stages. So this is just an example. And just because
Yeah.
I have seen lots of information there because I have been searching.
That
I'm
that
that
was
kind of
the thing.
person.
You did it smartly, not hard
Yeah,
work. That is what I also teach everybody, that you don't have to do hard work. You have to do smart work. And that's why you have everything that you need inside the course portal and also inside the group. Okay, so
yeah.
my next question is, was there any module? I know the answer, but I want everybody else to know that. Was there any moment or module that completely shifted your perspective and understanding of autism recovery?
See, okay, that is not hard question for me, but okay. So there was a time in one of your calls you told us that mindset is very important and it will,
Mm.
and your energies they are directly affecting your child energies. And It started with the things, the products, the core products which I started giving my child. So when I started, I was like, no, he's not going to take this. No, he's not going to stop taking that milk. No, he's not going to sleep throughout the night. So when I said yes, he's going to take it. Yes, he's going to take that thing. Yes, he's going to do this. Yes, he's going to sleep through night. And things happened. Just with my beliefs, things happen. So I think positive energies and the mindset is very important.
Mm.
So sometimes I'm very angry and I'm like I'm very angry. I just want to blast. I have that this much anger inside me. So but what happened is like whenever I'm having that kind of energy, my son is also irritated. So this perfectly makes sense. I can also say that this makes sense because my husband, he's very caring, he's very loving, and he is spoiling my child, our child actually. So what happened is when he was away, my child is now he's loving me more and he is obeying me more. But when his father was around him, like when we were living together, my child was kind of a spoiled child, you can say, because my son is always, he's also always he wants to hear yes. He never wants to hear no. So, but now he can hear no and he can comply with the no.
Mashallah, mashallah. That's a big thing for at least
Yeah,
for parents, wherever you are,
because
whether you are
see,
Pakistani, you Bangladeshi, you Indian, you Saudi, or even Caucasian. Having your child understanding a command or an advice or suggestions and following through that is monumental, literally. How did this program affect you as a parent, as in emotionally, mentally, and spiritually?
um, okay, so I am right now I'm working on my emotions. These are not under control fully. So I think that this program make me an honest person. Like I can now face the realities. Previously, I was just,
Skipping?
denying. I was in a denial. I was skipping.
Okay.
Yeah, I was skipping. Yeah, that's it. So, but now I'm spiritually, I am better than before, not the best. Emotionally, I'm getting better, and my trust has evolved because previously I was like nothing can make my child life better, but now he's getting better, alhamdulillah. See, I cannot tell you the timelines, the time frames, but I truly believe that with the passage of time, good things take times to work,
Yeah.
bad things just happen. So with the speech, with the understanding, with the command following, everything takes time. It can't happen in just 24 hours.
Mhm. That is the very most important thing that because your testimonial, other graduates and other people who are on the journey, they're going to see as well as
Okay.
as inspiration. So you saying that out loud is going to cement what I have been trying to tell them, that it's not like one and done. It's an evolution process. It takes time. It took me time, and you don't stop being a mother. You don't stop parenting
Yeah.
your child just because the 1 year or the 6 month or the 2 years has over become over, right?
Yeah, it's a lifetime journey.
It's a lifetime journey.
I learned it in a very hard way because my child is also having a medical condition. So definitely, and the doctor told me that you have to take pills for the rest of your life. Sorry, my
Mhm.
child, like he's going to take that pill for the rest of his life. But
Yeah.
I learned it in a very hard way. But this is true that things takes time because whenever I tell somebody, oh my God, he's not sleeping through night, the other day he starts sleeping. So I on purpose sometimes tells people the things that this is going to happen, this is not happening, and the next time the things just happen. I don't know why this happens. Maybe they pray for me, or
Um,
maybe just
Prayers
Allah
is
listens.
important. Prayers is important. It's qadr. There is something that we call qadr. It's like it's written and it's gonna come. Provisions comes from God. So it's gonna come to you. Now the best part of the interview is let's talk about the wins and the transformation. Okay,
Yeah,
so first
sure.
of all, tell me the five most mind-boggling, like eye jaws on the ground kind of big wins that you have had so far.
Understanding,
Mashallah.
self-eating. That
Mashallah.
I don't know. I see for most of the people this is not a big win, but I know this is a best win for me. A child who cannot hold his phone, he is eating by himself. What else you can, just you want from Allah? So
Yeah.
sleeping through night, and I always have a fear that if my child wakes up in the middle of night, he's not going to sleep because I have witnessed these things. If he gets up in the middle of night, he will not go back to sleep for 4, 5, 6 hours, even with the melatonin. So, but now what's happening is that when if even if he wakes up in the middle of night, I ask him, okay, so jao, it's okay, it's late night, just go back to sleep, and he sleeps. So this
Mashallah.
is miraculous.
It is very
So
important.
yeah, sleep is very important for brain development. Yeah, I agree. So
Mhm.
this three things, and the fourth things, his speech has improved. His environment, I have changed his environment from a very isolated to a social one. So along with the because um, all of the people around me, they're just telling me, okay, your son has improved socially and his speech is being improved. Like he can speak more and he can kind of, with the gestures or with the small words, he can um, just tell you what he wants. So this is very important that the children plays with him and all. And I always deny them. I says, okay, healing always comes from the inside. He always visits you in different months, like in five after 5 months, after a year or so. But this change which we are witnessing now was not there before. So when he is being healed from the inside, then things are coming to him and he's accepting new things. When you are blocked from the inside, you're not healed, then the things will be just overwhelming for you. You're not accepting them. So
Mhm.
this is also a big win that his communication has improved, and his mood has improved too.
The
Previously he
meltdowns,
was,
the 10-hour long cryings are not there.
yeah, yeah. Now he cries sometimes, but I says it's okay. What do you want? Should I give you a hug? Mama loves you and all. I just give him a probiotic. He
Mhm.
gets happy.
Okay. Okay. So how have your daily life changed?
So socially, I'm not very good because I just isolate myself from all of the other people because I just want to block the negative energy. See, people can't stop being judgmental. So I just want one whole year of me being isolated, being shielded from the negative energies and negative people because they don't know their one word can spoil my whole one night's sleep. This is true. So what I'm being isolated and I'm working on my child. So yeah, this is what's happening.
What do you expect in your future? Like, how do you feel about your future and your child's future?
I just want him to be, very successful and independent in future and loves me more than he do now. And yeah, I just want him to be a good person. The
Do
day
you
before
believe
yesterday, I
and
was telling somebody that
Mhm.
education is important, but it's not really that important because being a good person is more important than being educated.
Exactly. Do you believe now that it's possible for your child?
Yeah, inshallah.
Inshallah. Inshallah. Okay. Was there any
It will take
specific
time, but
moment?
will happen.
It will take time. Exactly. Was there any specific success moment that made you feel like, yes, the program is working?
The first time he is enrolled in an online school. I'm still unable to get him to a physical school because people don't understand. And in Pakistan, the situation of schools is not very good. Lots of student in one class and not giving attention to it, and all the things which is difficult for neurotypical as well. So
Yeah.
neurodivergence is very, that's a different things.
Yes.
So I just get enrolled him into an online school, and it's his second year is uh, it's coming to end now. So his third year will start, inshallah. So he was reading Urdu. So the teacher just told him the Urdu word for a color name in Urdu. It was white, and teacher says, "What is white? It is safed." The class
MashaAllah.
is over. The class is over. So teacher was telling him, and he is not very responding to teacher whatever she's saying. He's not responding to that. He just listens and absorbs whatever she's saying. So what happened was, 2 days after that class, he just came to me. He pointed at one thing and he says, "Pink, pink, Urdu, pink Urdu. What do you call pink in Urdu?" And I said, "Gulabi." He's like, "Gulabi."
Oh.
That was the first thing that he said to me, except khana, water, sleep, mama.
Mhm.
Like,
Mhm.
this was the first out of the way question, like something not the routine thing. Like, previously he's talking, but definitely he's just communicating his needs. But this was first thing that was telling me that he is thinking about it, that he's thinking about colors. What is the other name for this color? What is the other name for this color? So I felt very proud.
MashaAllah.
And
MashaAllah. That's okay. Keep
one
on.
more win I want to share is that he has completely stopped playing with his toys when he was 4 years old. I, being a mother, we can't say no to our children. The only child, definitely we can't say no to him. So we bought every most expensive and the least expensive toy which we can find, which he wants to buy actually. So we never say no. So we buy everything and he wants to buy. So there was a point that I have to buy three chest of drawers just to accommodate those things. So that was too much. So I never had this much toys in my childhood.
Yeah.
So what happened was, like, he completely stopped playing with the toys when he turned 4. And when I started this protocol in, I think, third heal and seal stage 3 in third month, yeah. So he asked me for a car, seriously. And now
MashaAllah.
he's playing with the toys. 2 years he didn't even,
MashaAllah.
I gave him toys, he just throw them away.
Another question is, were there any win that you did not expect at all and it suddenly happened?
He's pooping in the washroom.
MashaAllah. That's pretty
Not,
big for older kids.
yes. I completely potty trained him when he was 4 years old, but he regressed to a point that he forgot how to pee and poop.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know what happened. Suddenly happened. My one of my relatives, they just visited, and she's very close to him since his birth. So what my basically my husband's sister. So she's very close to him, and he was out of love. He just asked her to get him to, I just want to go to the washroom and all. And she, you know, those showers, he was using water to clean him up, and the water was boiling hot because we live in Riyadh, and it was, I think, that day it was 47 degrees outside. So water was very, very hot.
Very hot.
So
Oh,
she didn't know that because he just landed from Pakistan.
yeah.
So definitely he got burns,
That was the
and he
trauma for
got
him.
scared. He got scared, and he said, "I don't want to use it anymore." So he just went back to the diapers, and I was like, okay. So yeah. So after 2 years, he knows that now I'm about to poop. So for peeing, I'm still working on it, but for poop, it's achieved. Alhamdulillah. That was the biggest thing
Alhamdulillah. What
because
was his
nobody
age
stopped
when you
asking
joined?
me. Yeah, he was last year. He was 5.5. Yeah,
So now he's 6.5, going to be
yeah,
7. Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
He's going to be 7 in December.
All right. So what would you say to a parent who is on the fence about joining ATS 6MD? What would you say to them?
It's never too late, and it's never too early, believe me. So you are kind of late, but you are actually not late. You have to just start working ASAP, because see, some things will come early and some things will take time. For example, maybe speech will come after 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, but that will happen if you start working today. So today is very important. If you get an opportunity, if you get something, you know, if you get, like, you can afford it, or you want to just give it a try, just give it a try. Because see, I always have this thinking in my mind that I always talk to my husband and I say, okay, I have spent lots of monies on therapies, like lots of money. So what I expect is in the future, I just don't want to get embarrassed or felt regretting that, oh my God, I should have invested more. I should have invested more. So I just can't live with that regret. So that is the reason I have started your program as well. I just told my husband I want to give it a try, because I just don't want to feel that thing that I didn't try.
Try enough.
Yeah,
You didn't want to feel that you didn't try enough. Is that what I'm
yeah,
understanding?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Rest, it's up to Allah.
Of course.
Your child can write a whole speech. My child can write a basic ABC. So it depends, it varies from child to child. It depends from the damage it's already been done to their gut and all. And one more thing I want to mention, that my child condition, that is also a very much contributing factor towards his this autism thing.
Yeah.
So for me, there is not only one thing to fight for, there are two things to fight for. Like, his hypothyroid should be under control. Also, his gut health should be under control. So autism and hypothyroid, they both are affecting my child, and I have to be strong enough to manage both of them, which I'm doing right now. Alhamdulillah. With
Mhm.
and yeah, I told you one more thing, that your program was also, I choose to start that program, that I went to for Umrah, and I was crying in front of Kaaba, and I was like, I just want a way out. I just want something to work for my child, and just give me something. And I came back from Makkah, and I just saw your page. You were talking about some, I don't know, foods, superfoods, or something like that. It was a reel of yours on Insta. But I feel like I'm just I'm not that much active person, socially active, not on the mobile phone and not with the other people as well. So what when I saw your post, I was like, okay, she is talking something interesting. And then I got to know about your program, and it takes me lots of time to do it, because I was taking therapies and all. So it was, see, it is difficult to switch from something that you have been doing for 2 years to something which is really new and you don't know. My husband is saying, okay, my husband first question was, okay, what do you expect from this program? Will our child be cured? I was like, I don't know. So because men, they always want to know what is going to happen next. And we women, we just take, we just keep our faith in a thing and do it. That's what I think.
Okay. So now that you have been with us for over a year and you have seen many graduates share their own stories and also improvements and things like that. So now do you think, I'm not talking about cure, by the way. What I'm saying is,
Mm.
now do you think that your child and other childs whose parents are watching this and who are contemplating joining the program, do you think or do you believe that this program is going to be really beneficial into giving them the complete system and accountability and support for their kids to reach the level of success that the parents dream?
Yes, I can say that. See, as I was saying before, that healing come from the inside, right? So when you come from the on the inner things, then if you give the therapy, for example, if you're taking the speech therapy, the
Mm.
child will understand first he needs to understand what the therapist is saying. Then your child will grasp what she's saying or she or he is saying, and then he is going to implement it. So for that, you need to work from the core, the things which you start from the basic. Then, when you make your body ready to accept new information, then definitely this is going to happen. Then the therapies will work, then your education system will work, then any other system will work. So I think they should start on the gut, and they should also start working on the mental health, because my mental health is more important than my child. This is, yes, this is, I'm saying that my child health is not that important. Why? Because I am projecting things on him, and he is just showing whatever he is experiencing from me.
Can you repeat that again? This is a very important thing you said.
Yeah, I'm saying that my mental health is more important than my child's mental health, because he is learning, because I'm his first source. He is learning from me. I am projecting my stress, my frustration, or my happiness, my contentment, my joy over him, and he is just, he's just playing that thing. He's just showing
Mirroring that.
those things to other. Yeah, he's just a screen. I'm the projector.
Mm-hmm. Mashallah. Wow. You have made me very proud today, by the way.
Yeah,
Very proud. Because
I,
a lot of the
I,
time when a lot of the time when I also hit plateaus, but then the only thing that improved him and brought him back to the, progression was just changing my own energy level. That's it. I didn't have to
yeah,
add more strategy. I didn't have to go for another treatment or another, silver bullet. No, just stick to this and go on until you make it work. Because you need two things actually. This morning I did a post. You need two things for autism success. Number one is a very good, complete system. The system has to
yeah,
be complete. So if you're trying therapies and if you're trying some random biomedical small stuff, things
yeah,
like that, you might not see the results because that's not complete. So you need one, a complete system. The other thing is your mindset, your energetic and your emotional stability, because that will
yeah.
ensure that you implement that full system in the first place, right?
Uh, yeah, I want to add one thing, that I also have multiple other options when there people are saying that okay, work on gut and do this and do that and do this diet, GFCF and all, and you will get the result. And there were some drops. There's always an advertisement on this Insta. You put
Yep.
those two drops, and your child is lead free. He is heavy metal free, heavy metal
Yes.
detoxification, something like that. So I was just, I came across, because obviously the algorithm that is showing me the similar posts, so it is showing me your page and it is also showing me the other one. So why I selected your is that one reason, maybe I'm being selfish, that this is the lifetime support. Yeah. So I was thinking, okay, fine, I'm going to, I can talk to anybody about what is happening and what is, what are the obstacles and all, but there is no time frame, because whenever you sign up for something, you have like 4 months, 6 months, 8 months, that's it. So there must be someone who can just resonates your questions, your situation, understand it and respond you back. So that
It's also a form
lifetime
of
support,
guarantee. It's also a form of
yeah,
guarantee. When I'm giving you lifetime support means I am in this for life. I
that is
am
also
going to
one
do
of
this to
the
the end of
contributing
my
factor.
life.
Yeah, yeah. Allah gave you a long life, inshallah. Ameen, sum ameen. So, yeah, I just pray for you, honestly speaking, me and my husband. So, yeah, I want to mention that as well, that my husband came back from his, that work and all. So, he was very happy to see my child, our child. Why I say my child? Because maybe I will learn. So yeah, so our
Okay.
child, he was very happy to see him, and he says, I don't. His words were, I don't want to see him for a longer period of time, because I feel like maybe when I stare at him, he will get sick or he will be having a meltdown and all. Like, I'm so scared that maybe I just ruin his success. And I was like, no, it's not going to happen, because this is not a temporary solution. He's going. he is healing from inside. That is why he's depicting outside.
Mashallah. See, you understood the thing that he's healing from inside. That's why it's going to be stable. The result is going
Yeah,
to be stable and it's going to be sustainable. Mashallah.
yeah.
That's really, really great understanding. Another thing is what makes this program, ATS-6MD, different from any other things out there that you know or you have tried?
It works for me as well. It's not only for my child, it's for me. Actually, this program is for me. My child is just getting the support, that diet thing which I have to prepare, the things which I have to buy. So he is just enjoying the benefits. I'm the one who is, actually, I'm also enjoying the benefits because it works on my mental health as well. I'm a changed person now, like less anxious, more understandable. I had very less fights. I have peace of mind. Yeah, people are not
Mashallah.
bothering me anymore. Still, I have to work on lots of different things because mm, I'm also very vulnerable. So if my child doesn't eat food, I prepare for him and I fear that he won't eat, for example, starting a new stage and introducing a new food. So I just get anxiety, like why this is happening, why he's not accepting. And then I just calms myself down. Okay, this is day one, maybe he's not going to eat, maybe you'll try on day two, maybe you'll try on day three. This is not at the end of the world. And by the way, one more thing I want to mention is that you will face lots of difficulties in that opposing things from your own family, because roti is everything for us. If you are not eating roti, you it means you are deficient of minerals and all, and whatever that is, energy, carbohydrates are very important. So this is important in our culture, our society. you know we have that typical mindset and all. So there was a day that my child was running, and we were just having a walk, and my mother asked me, he is not eating roti, and he's not eating having milk, and he's not eating anything, with the carbs, rice, anything. So he will be weaker. So he's not having enough energy to, fight with the germs and all. And I was like, if we stop taking roti, what will happen is our body get into the detox mode, and if he was feeling lethargic or he was not having enough energy, he won't be here, playing around, and he's not running. He should be in the bed, laying down. Oh my God,
Exactly.
I'm so sleepy. So something
Exactly.
like that. Do you feel any less energy? She said no. By the way, my son is not ADHD. Like he's not very hyperactive. He's always a, I call him a sloth. So he's a very calm boy. He's very gentle moving boy. So he's not very active. So, but he was playing, and I was like, this is obviously he's has energy. That is why he's running and playing.
He's not falling sick as
Yeah,
often.
yeah,
Okay, I have a rapid fire question for you. Okay,
yeah,
let's make it
sure.
interesting. My child used to blank, but now he's doing blank.
My child used to cry a lot, but now he's very stable.
Mashallah. Another time.
He was very stubborn, but now he is understanding.
Okay. Three is the lucky charm.
Okay. My child was not sleeping very calmly before. He was having night terrors, and he just talk while sleeping, but now he's sleeping peacefully. Alhamdulillah.
Mashallah, mashallah. This program isn't didn't just change my child, it changed me because
Because I find a new perspective of seeing things, and now I realize, by the way, my life has also changed because now I'm not eating any store-bought items. I'm not eating any junk food. The day before yesterday, because my husband is here, so I just made a plan, and we just go on a date and have some thing from the outside. And what happened was, the next day I woke up, I was so angry and anxious, and I was literally in a fight mode. And my husband was like, yes, if it is not suiting him, definitely it is not suiting you. You should also go gluten free and grain free. So, so yeah, I'm more, homemade. I'm shifted to a homemade food. Uh, so
Inshallah.
I just
Okay.
eat that.
Before the program, ATS-6MD, I was blank. Now I am blank.
Um, Anxious, angry all the time, and fighting with my husband. Now more calm.
Now,
Thanks for the reason why this is happening. Like, yeah, now I'm very stable, and I think that what could be the reason this might have happened. um, Shazen is reacting to
now
this, that
you
maybe
know.
this could be the
Now you
reason and
know
all.
how to
And
solve the
yeah,
problems, eh?
I'm more knowledgeable. Yeah,
Mashallah. So you have essentially achieved what we call in the tagline of our program, ATS-6MD, is be the expert of your own child and yourself. So now you are an expert of your son
yeah,
and yourself as well.
and I think that I'm going to continue this for a longer period of time because I
Mashallah.
want things to be imprinted, not just vanish.
That is so commendable. You want the things to be imprinted in him. Inshallah, inshallah. Okay, so this one is for anybody who's listening and who's thinking about joining the program, but they're hesitating. So it's like you are telling them, if you are
Okay.
hesitating joining ATS-6MD, just know that fill in the blank.
You are not wasting your time, you're not wasting your resources, and you're not wasting your energies. You are
Inshallah.
just making a right decision for your child. See, this money problem that definitely most of the people have this thing. I also need to find ways how to manage it. Honestly, you know that how I did that. So because obviously that's a true thing. So what is going to happen is that money you are going to pay, you are going to earn it again, but the time, once it's gone, it's gone. You can't teach a 13 years old child how to do, that potty training and all. Because I have seen older kids in the diapers.
That's something. Okay, last question. What would you like to say to me and or my team? Do
I
you want
love
to say
you.
something? Okay.
Like you gave us a new perspective. See, this diet concept and this supplements and all, this is not something new. Most of the people are doing this, but
Yes.
with the right, you should have right knowledge by yourself, like you should have in you, so that you can judge and sorry, you can guide other people. Because if you are just visiting Google and you are getting information from Google and you are just selling it as a course, then definitely there will be a point when you get stuck and you don't know how to. And by the way, for the online, what people do is just they take your money, they give you some guidelines and all, and they just vanish. I spend lots of money on buying that sensory customized sensory diet for my child, and lots of things. I just don't want to repeat that. But what happen is they just vanish when they sell you your product, their product, they just vanish. So if you are getting the lifetime support, definitely. See, this is not a straight road. There are lots of bumps. You will start blaming yourself, and you will self doubt. You will be in a self doubt that why this is happening, that this is not something good and all. But then it is a bumpy road. You will go up, inshallah, if you are consistent. Because I have long way to go. It's just a start. It's just a start because these 6 months are nothing. I tell you that I am the part of this program for 1 year now, but I have seriously started this program 5 months ago because of the traveling and other issues, you know.
No worries. Thank you so much for being honest as well, because it does matter when you are sharing that you, even though you joined 1 year ago, but you actually seriously started implementing for the last 5 months, then the people will also kind of have an understanding that A, it's okay to get stuck and to let time go by until they or the situation evolves. and then to start on the thing. And B, that most of the wins that you're sharing is just because of the 5 months that you have really worked hard and really
Because
implemented the
I
whole thing.
failed. I failed multiple times. I failed when I started this protocol. I failed multiple times. I had panic attacks, anxiety, traveling. My child was not supporting. My child, I told you that I came to Pakistan and my child was like, he was very happy and all of the sudden he says, okay, fine, we met all of the family and we hugged and kissed and all. Let's go back. And how it was kind of a replication of that Jeddah trip
Did
that he
the
wanted to
thing.
go back.
Yeah.
Now he
Mm-hmm.
doesn't want to go back to Riyadh, and I'm like, okay, oh my God, what am I
Inshallah.
going to do?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so that's the thing that
Did you feel supported enough? Although I have, by the way, as a big announcement that we are reshuffling some of the strategies and services that we provide in ATS-6MD. There will be more one-to-one calls, and obviously the investment will obviously go a little higher because there's more one-to-one with me. But from the perspective that you were in, there were many ups and downs, but did you feel that whenever you reached out to us, because sometimes when you are struggling, we will not know if you don't share with us, right? So when you
yeah.
shared your perspective or troubles, did you find enough support by us to help
Yeah.
you move through that?
Yeah, yeah. Whenever I post a question, I always get an answer. Sometimes it is me who is not, implementing the thing. So definitely that is on me, not on you. But what I feel is like maybe it's because the programs which I was working with before, the therapies and all, maybe that would be nice if we get like just like the clarity call we get in the starting of this program, we may get a checkup call
Oh, we are
by
gonna have.
every
That's what I was
month.
telling. There will be a check-in, monthly check-in with
Check-in
me.
call, yeah.
Yeah, there will be monthly
Yeah,
check-in with
just
me.
10 to 15 minutes. Like, I know you have lots of students and definitely you don't have enough time to cater all the needs, but that a quick call of 5 to 10 minutes would be enough to just see. Sometimes all you need to know is somebody's there.
Yeah,
Honestly, like you can't, you are sitting in Canada, you can't do anything physically for me, by the way. Definitely that is not possible. Everything I have to do by myself. Even my husband can't support me in that because he's not living in Pakistan right now due to his work thing. So what we can do is, when you give me something, okay, yes, you are going to do, yes, this is going to happen, yes, I'm here for you, definitely I will be more energetic and very, towards my
yeah.
work, and I feel good.
Inshallah. Inshallah. Hopefully the
Please,
new structure is
please
gonna
do
be
offer
really.
for us as well. Please do
Inshallah.
that for us as well because I don't
Inshallah.
know, but it's just a request.
Inshallah. Of course. I was actually thinking of allowing a lot of the last year's graduates as well to see, but I was like, if I even given like 1 hour, then my husband was saying at night, honey, if you give 1 hour, you will be you
Yeah,
will be
10 to
changed
15
to
minutes is
your.
fine. Yeah,
Exactly.
10
Yeah.
to
Now
15
that you
minutes is
say 10
fine.
15 minutes is also fine, yes, that is doable. That is something that I can do, inshallah. I will be, inshallah, implementing those things. And thank you so much again for giving us so much time and
Yeah, thank you
sharing
so much
your
for calling
wins.
me in. Yeah,
You are very welcome. So, everybody, now that we're at the end of our interview today, what we're going to do is I'm going to leave all the descriptions and all of the things that you need to, learn about us, about the program in the description of the video. You can book your clarity call, you can speak to me, you can go through the testimonials and go through the videos and see what works for you, what might work for you. But just like Alvina has shared here today, there will be ups and downs. You have to have that mindset, you have to have that faith in yourself, in God, in your child. And money comes and goes, but what doesn't come back is the age that you are in, that the child is in, and the time that we are spending trying something that is just not enough or just not the right solution for your and your child. So thank you so much. I will see you inside when you join. Allah Hafiz.